Hi, everybody. My name is Nanika Edwards. I am a poet, author, artist, linguist, educator, and I'm going to throw in philosopher there as well from Trinidad and Tobago in the Southern Caribbean. In this video, I'm continuing with the topic of marriage, focusing on physical intimacy, and this time looking at both men and women. Men are more physical and tend to really look forward to bedroom play. This is how God has built them, and women should appreciate that. For your husband, sex is a vital necessity, right up there with food. Maliciously or manipulatively depriving your hubby of physical connection is tantamount to abuse in many cases. And there are some women out there who do this. You know that you use your body as a kind of pawn, or a bargaining chip. That's a very cruel thing to do, ladies. Please don't do that. Women can generally go without physical intimacy far longer than a guy. Typically, I mean, each scenario is different, but generally speaking, I think this applies. Women can generally go without physical intimacy far longer than a guy. This is how God built us, and men should appreciate that. For your wife, emotional intimacy, men, for your wife, emotional intimacy is essential for physical intimacy to be enjoyable. Emotional intimacy is her soul food. Don't shove your wife away emotionally and then expect her to collapse into your arms when you turn the lights down low. Why these differences? Well, they call for sensitive and considerate navigation and negotiation, which can lead to precious moments of bonding. I'm guessing. Never been married. In this regard, the Bible tends to endorse each spouse preferring the other, what is called preferring the other, as opposed to planting flagpoles of inflexible autonomy on either body. So, if your wife just gave birth, husbands, have a heart. Don't start pressuring her to give you what you went without for 9 months. She needs time to heal, for goodness sakes. And men, if your wife is experiencing postpartum depression, or if she is in her menopausal years, or if she's really struggling with something, Lord have mercy, don't be a monster. And wives, if your husband hasn't fixed that hole in the fence yet, for heaven's sakes, don't use sex as a bargaining chip. One day he might simply escape like a fox through that very breach and run off into the sunset with some vixen. And ladies, if you think of sex, depending on your personality and circumstances, as more of play and less of duty, you might find it more fun. But I've never been married. Maybe I'm talking hogwash, but I think marriage boils down to common sense. And that makes sense to me. So feel free to share your thoughts, people. That's what the comment section is for. And, well, today's poem is Saga Boy Saga. Um, it's kind of tongue in cheek and shows what can happen when quote unquote negotiations fall through. So I'm going to play the poem for you and a pre-recording of the poem. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah. Okay, for this particular video, I'd like to suggest a particular reading, and that's Song of Songs in the Bible. I definitely recommend Song of Songs, the most romantic book in the Bible. You can't go wrong with that. It's so beautiful. The language is so lyrical. I definitely recommend Song of Songs, presumably written by the wise and very poetic King Solomon. And I have to assume that he inherited his poetic gifting from his father, King David, who wrote most of the Psalms. And yeah, so that's it for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, thank you so much for giving it a thumbs up so that I can know that you actually appreciated it. And if you'd like to see more content like this, or if you'd like to get more content in line with what's generally available on my channel, then please subscribe. Until next time. And here's a little something to go along with this video. I hope you enjoy it.
Saga boy saga. Mama, that was drama. Saga boy find a toy named Maria, his senorita, the senora of a lawyer, making sweet eye. Amor swing by, man de baila in hi casa. Me boy brag bout with he big mouth, one bravado, make papi show. People shoo-shoo, she man boo-boo, turn borracho. Soon went loco, find he hombre, what thief dulce, grab a cutlass, one sweet planas, all tongue mako. Big cuff lego, raining hot blows, manos, mamma mia, oh Maria. Me boy P2 in his nice shoe and he dandan with a break hand. He's still hiding, quite paramin, like a bobo, that big locho. And dies the saga of a braga, dies the grand plan for a sweet man.